Before IPI started researching deterioration, the standard belief for managing a collections environment was oversimplified. Most believed the ideal was an unchanging 70 degrees Fahrenheit and 50% relative humidity. We now know this is false, yet this myth is still very deeply rooted. However, today's thinking is that there is no static ideal. It's dynamic and different for every collection. At IPI, we're very proud to have played a role in changing this ideal through our extensive research and field visits. Determining what's best for your collection requires considering a combination of what your collection needs, what you can afford, and what you can deliver. This is what our consulting team helps with. They can see a situation and understand what's best, and then coach clients through improvements to their environment regulation systems. There are three forms of environmentally induced deterioration to consider. They are chemical, mechanical, and biological decay. Temperature and humidity are the fundamental forces driving decay. They affect the rate of chemical reactions, the extent of expansion and contraction of objects, and the potential for biological decay, such as mold and insects. The standard office air conditioning that people are familiar with does a pretty good job of maintaining temperature by heating in the winter and cooling in the summer. But what gets lost is humidity. The relative humidity goes very low in the winter when you're heating, unless you're humidifying, and very high in the summer unless you're dehumidifying. These extremes of humidity are what get you in trouble: extreme dryness or extreme dampness. Conventional air conditioning does not humidify or dehumidify very effectively. The challenge is to balance the cost, the earth impact, and the potential harm of your collection. IPI knows the technologies that can help you do this. The mission of cultural institutions are embodied in their collections, so the health of the collection is important. If you don't know the environment you're providing, you can't know whether the collections are healthy or in danger. It is now possible to quantify the effective environment on the preservation of collections. This is done through environmental monitoring and the use of eClimate Notebook software. That's part of our problem, right? Is like, people keep their collections at this static 70-50, and it's actually not good for collections, and it's really expensive. So it's like the Mythbusters, but it's taken us 30 years instead of half an hour.